Hey, Ryan Michael Galloway here with WeDon'tNeedNoStinkingRecordCompany.com. I'm back from my little whirlwind tour with the family and doing some music stuff out on the East Coast. Shout out to Eric Blackwelder, who joined me at Tiffany Tavern there in Alexandria, Virginia, and we had some fun. But anyway, back home now, and the typical background is still going to change a bunch, but it's going to look a little more familiar than it has been. And so the very last post, by the way, if you didn't get a look at it, go back and take a look at it because it's very important. It's about not so much selling your CD, and we've been talking about your CD quite a bit, but it's about using that CD to increase your footprint on the internet and make you a whole lot more visible when people are looking for you. I think it's crucial that you look at this one. But now you have your CD, and what are you going to do with it? You're going to try to sell it, and frankly, you're going to sell a whole lot more live than you're going to sell on the internet. And one way to compel people to buy things more when you're live is to give them an on-the-gig price. On the internet, folks, this thing's worth 14 bucks, but we're going to sell it to you tonight for $10. Well, $10 still gets you $7, possibly $8 worth of profit. And of course, 1,000 copies, that's $8,000. 30,000 copies, I think, suddenly turns to somewhere into maybe $240,000 if I'm doing my math right. You can make a lot of money off of this if you want. And it does take consistently pushing, playing a lot live, doing house concerts, doing big concerts, doing little medium concerts, anything you can get. It is a game changer in that it means you can go play a concert for free or a show for free, and now you have an opportunity to actually make some money out of it. Now, I gave you one compelling reason to buy it. There are some other ways to get people to buy the CD. I play in very, very small, intimate situations. And I will often point out that I have a tip jar. And I say, there's a tip jar. It's right down there. The tip jar, you may have noticed the tip jar. It's the tip jar. It's the one with the word tip on it. Or with the word tip on it. And that just calls attention to it. And I might say that, once a show. And I'll say, look, every once in a while, somebody takes leave of their senses and they leave me a $10 or a $20 tip, and that puts an idea in their mind that that's possible, and it does happen from time to time. And I say, if you do that, would you do me a favor and please take one of my CDs, because they're, after all, only $10. So if you're giving me a $20 tip, take one or two. If you're giving me a $10 tip, take one. And please enjoy, because I appreciate the tips, but this is a little thank you to you. Well, that sold a whole lot of CDs on a very regular basis. And before I was playing live, I had a tendency to just sell a trickle, and when I started playing live and using some of these techniques, I just flew out of stock really pretty quickly. So, and by the way, made as much as I would have if I'd had a gold record. Now, actually more now that I think about it. So, another technique, and I haven't had a chance to use this as much, but I've seen it used and seen it used very successfully, is when you're playing a room, you say, look everybody, we just finished this CD, or we finished a few months ago, whatever, and we're very, very proud of it, and we don't want you to leave here tonight without a copy of this CD. Now, we're going to give you one, and our normal price for the gig, on the gig, is 10 bucks. Pay us whatever you think it's worth. And if you can't pay tonight, that's okay. Just please take the thing, because we really want you to have it. And in the stuff that I've witnessed, and in other reports from folks like Derek Severs, who's had some of these concepts pitched to him by other bands, that's a very successful way to move a lot of product in a hurry. And I, again, last week saw it used again quite effectively in a very, very small room. So those are a couple tricks to moving it out. Unfortunately, for those of you that don't want to play live and just want to be recording artists, I think your time is over. I think you really do have to be a performer to make this work. And if anybody, though, out there has done a good job of selling CDs without having to perform, and you've sold like hundreds or thousands, I'd sure love to hear about it and hear about your technique. Let's share it with everybody out here. I am Ryan Michael Galloway, and you're at WeDon'tNeedNoStinkingRecordCompany.com. Thanks.